So
yes.
There you go. Woo! We will celebrate that for what it's worth. And then, yeah, we know it's cold. That's still lingering around. But you're probably used to that after the last couple days.
Yeah, we certainly have had our share of that. But I did notice that roads are well salted this morning. If you had to get out in the evening commute last night, you know, some slick spots for sure, and some lingering this morning, Matt.
Yes, and we had some refreezing. So if there was any wetness left over last night, it probably refroze just a little bit last night. We've used a lot of salt the past couple of days for all these little storm systems that keep passing on through. But the roads are a little bit slick in the rural areas and some of these county roads. Many of the main roads are looking okay, but the highway departments, they have been busy the past couple of days. Let's talk about how much snow we picked up. You guys have been sending in your photos. Very festive yesterday for the season, but it was a little bit slick at times. Here's a Newcastle. Trojans had to deal with this. A lot of snow-covered roads out there. You can kind of see the tire tracks, but it kind of really packed in there for a second because it was so cold. It was snowing while we were in the teens. So a lot of it was just able to instantly stick. In fact, this is what the driveways look like in Brownsburg, just completely snow covered. Richmond, we've had the parking lots covered. Look at these roads in Portland. That doesn't look fun to drive on in Jay County. We also had a little bit of a train theme. I love it. You can see the railroad tracks there in Lafayette and in Muncie. Good dusting of snow in Muncie, about an inch or so there towards Lafayette. Thank you for your photos. If you've got some you'd like to share, send them to us. Here are some of the official snowfall reports that we got. 2.5 inches seem to be the max. They're a little bit north of Indianapolis. You go about 30, 45 miles north. We got that 2.5 inch there in Alexandria, Anderson, Sheridan, 2.5, Frankfort 2, Kokomo 2. Closer to Indy, north suburbs, about a 1/2 inch. Kind of central suburbs, so Brownsburg, Avon to Greenfield, about 1/4 inch, and closer to Indianapolis, just about a trace or so. But you can see the blue on the map. These are some of those snowfall estimations by the radar. That bullseye was north of Indianapolis, and the cutoff for really not much sticking at all was about Bargersville to Greenwood to Shelbyville. But it was a thin, narrow line. But if you were in that narrow line, you got some snow. Now coming up, we're going to let you know about the warmer weather that is going to melt all this away. Let's talk about traffic though this morning as it's still cold with temperatures in the teens and low 20s. It's a touch warmer than yesterday, and at least the wind's not as bad as yesterday. That wind kind of just really stung yesterday morning. We've got a lot of snow sensors that are out showing you the snow patches, all this light blue color that really engulfs much of north central Indiana. So once you get north of downtown, there towards Carmel and Fisher and Westfield and some of these secondary roads, we do have some of those snow patches. We got snow patches around Brownsburg to Zionsville, Frankfort, Madison County. We've got snow patches county-wide, Delaware County, even Newcastle Trojans, and then some snow patches in northern Wayne County, Crawfordsville to Lafayette to Purdue. So watch out this morning. Many of the interstates are fine, but there could still be a slick spot or two that's hard to see. So give yourself a little extra time this morning. You may notice some snow still left over on your driveway or maybe even the cul-de-sac this morning. So watch out for the slick spots. Just give yourself extra time. Julia?
All right, some great advice there, Matt. Thank you. Well, this morning we are getting new information about an officer-involved shooting last night.
Metro